Italian meringue recipe in real time. Separate for room temperature egg whites from the yolks. Pour the egg whites into the bowl of a mixer and add a pinch of salt. The mixer bowl must be very clean. You can degrease it with a piece of lemon and then wipe it dry. There should be no traces of yolk in the egg whites. Don't start beating the egg whites yet. In a small saucepan, combine the sugar and water, then bring to a boil. Italian meringue is a great cream for filling cakes, covering them, and even piping flowers. It's very inexpensive, but making it can be tricky. You must follow the instructions and temperature guidelines precisely. Otherwise, the cream won't be stable and will be hard to work with. I don't add butter to keep it light and flavorful. This video is in real time and has not been edited. I have 5 thermometers, but only to show close to accurate readings. When you start combining the sugar, syrup, and egg whites, the serve's temperature should be 120 degrees Celsius. Cook the syrup until it reaches 248 degrees Fahrenheit, 120 degrees Celsius, carefully removing any sugar that forms on the sides of the pan with a brush dipped in water if needed. You can stir the syrup before it comes to a boil. After it starts boiling, don't stir it too much, only if necessary, because the sugar can crystallize and form grains in the syrup. Heat is medium. This was my 3rd time making Italian meringue. The first 2 times I failed. I set a timer so you can see how much time each step takes. I cook the syrup over medium heat. As soon as the syrup starts boiling, begin whipping the egg. Whites starting at low speed and gradually increasing the speed. Adjust the speed of beating the egg whites if the syrup isn't ready yet, but the egg whites are already whipped. Reduce the mixing speed. I check the temperature frequently to catch it at 120 degrees Celsius. When the temperature reached 110 degrees Celsius, I turn the mixer to high speed. By the time the syrup reaches 120 degrees Celsius, the egg whites should be beaten to 90%. Now you can add vanilla sugar to the egg whites. I forgot to do that. Don't add vanilla extract because it can make the cream taste bitter. When I saw that the egg whites were almost ready, but the syrup was still at 110 degrees, I turned the heat to high to bring the syrup to the correct temperature more quickly. The egg whites were ready, and I reduced the mixing speed. One minute before removing the syrup from the heat, add the citric acid, cook for another minute. Then remove the syrup from the heat and slowly pour it into the egg whites in a thin stream while continuing to whip at medium speed. When the syrup reached 120 degrees Celsius, I set the mixer to medium speed and began pouring the syrup in a thin stream, making sure it didn't hit the whisk. When the syrup reaches 120 degrees, it becomes thicker and turns a yellowish color. Some people test it using the softball method, taking a small amount of syrup, dropping it into cold water, and then rolling it into a soft ball. For me, this method isn't very clear, so I rely on the thermometer readings. Once all the syrup is added, increase the mixer speed and whip the meringue until it becomes glossy. It took me about 17 minutes to make the Italian meringue. When the cream starts wrapping around the whisk and the sound of mixing changes when the mixer begins to struggle, to turn it means the cream is ready.